Reminds me a little bit of the Natalie Portman film, Where the Heart Is. Remember that film?
Oh, did they stay in a Walmart?
She was in the Walmart, right? She had the baby in the Walmart.
He was 14. He got creative.
Or he saw that movie and said, good idea. Anyway, more to that. Okay, so what are we talking about with the weather?
Well, today we had a beautiful day. Look at this. Look at our video. This is from Escondido. Yeah, blue skies out there. So some people saw some clouds and fog early this morning, if you're early risers. But most people got a chance to enjoy it. This is Robert, Carla, and one-year-old Kira there out there today by the water in Del Mar. What a beautiful looking family. And yes, they sure enjoyed it. Can anyone guess where this is? This would be La Jolla, right off of Neptune, it looks like. The beach there, plenty of people out there enjoying the waves. It looks like high tide out there as the water hit the rocks. And yes, we always want to see the pictures. Whatever you have, send them in. My email's right there on the screen, neda.iranpour@san-diego6.com. You may end up on the news. So when we have beautiful weather like this, of course, we love to show it off as much as we can. So our forecast today, it looked really nice, and we're going to see a lot more of that in the days ahead because things are nice and calm. But where it's not calm, out there in the Pacific, here's a tropical storm watch out here. We're looking at Karina, and it looks like Karina doing okay. Way off, away from the coastline, nowhere near Mexico. Also, Hawaii's way out there. We're also watching this one. This is a low-pressure system out there in the Pacific. Not a named storm just yet. Karina's the only one out there so far. Julio is out there, and that's since long gone. But as we track Karina here, look at what's happening. Just by Saturday, Sunday, things should be fine. It's still going to stay well away from Hawaii. They are still cleaning up from Isel, but looks like this one's going to leave them well alone. So let's look at our coastline, show you what's happening out here in our area. Today, our current conditions, right now 73 degrees. We're looking at a dew point at 62 and our humidity 68%. Winds coming out of the north at 6 miles per hour. So very calm winds out in our area tonight, but throughout the rest of the next 24 hours or so, we're going to see the winds start to pick up a little bit. So our satellite radar, it looks like we have high pressure across most of Southern California. That monsoonal moisture is long gone. It's moved east, but it looks like that high pressure is going to help bring our temperatures a little bit warmer. Yes, some warm weather on the way. We're going to see an increase in those temperatures by about a couple degrees, so things should feel very comfortable for you, especially heading into the weekend. So all we're going to be watching, though, is the winds out in the higher elevations, especially the mountains, the deserts. So here's a look at our wind gust forecast. For tonight, we're looking at very calm conditions. Come Friday morning, things will be very nice, 8-mile-per-hour winds, 10-mile-per-hour winds. By Friday afternoon, they'll start to pick up a little bit. Around 3, 4 o'clock, when the heating of the day picks up, that's when you'll start to see the wind gusts a little bit stronger there in Borrego and Julian. Just 7-mile-per-hour winds along Alpine and Ramona. And by Saturday, it looks like winds will pick up in the afternoon again. 15-mile-per-hour winds in Alpine along the coast, possibly 17-mile-per-hour winds. So you'll feel a little bit of a cooling there with that breeze coming through because the temperatures aren't really going to help out with much of that cooling. By Saturday afternoon, it will be nice and calm once again. And then Sunday, Monday, things should look pretty good. As far as our fog goes, yes, it's already starting to pick up a little bit tonight. And tomorrow morning, around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, for anyone waking up super early, it should still be right there along the coastline. But then things will clear up very nicely by the afternoon, of course. Sunshine, beautiful conditions. And again, on Saturday morning, you'll start to see that fog creeping through in the overnight hours. And it could linger till about 8, 9 o'clock. But as soon as it gets a little bit warmer, that fog will just disappear on us. And it'll be another good-looking weekend in store for us. We're almost there. We're almost to the weekend. Our fair conditions out there for the surf of 3 to 4 feet high. And our high tide will be around 1:30 tomorrow, almost 6 feet. So it's going to be pretty high tide out there. La Jolla is going to see the rocks being covered out with those waves. Let's look at our 7-day forecast and show you what's happening for the next few days as we take a look ahead of the rest of the week. There's our 7-day. It's going to creep right around the upper 70s. So the coastal conditions, very normal for where we should be this time of year. Maybe popping up a couple degrees come Saturday, and we could see early morning clouds and a little bit of fog in the morning hours along the coast. And inland, you're going to see nothing but sunshine for the next several days, and temperatures in the upper 80s. So that's a little bit warmer where we should be this time of year, but it's going to feel pretty good. Even in the mountains, look at that. Mid-80s, low 80s along that area. So it looks like it's going to be beautiful for you, too. The desert's the only one dealing with the tough conditions, but I guess you guys are used to that. Triple digits for the next 7 days all along the desert coastline. Or not the coastline, but the desert. So I keep thinking of the coast. That's where we want to be.
Well, speaking of the coast, for America's Finest City Half Marathon, it looks like we're going to have those morning clouds then for the start of the race.
Yeah, some fog, some clouds, so just right, and then it'll warm up when you're done. When you're enjoying the beer or hamburger or whatever.
Yeah, or whatever it is, or just still breathing would be an enjoyable thing at that point. All right, Neda, thank you so much.
You're welcome.